welcome to another edition of Eric's Dog Product Reviews, brought to you by hollywoodfrodo.com. I am Eric, and today I'm going to be talking to you about this product that's actually not just for dogs. It is for cats as well as small to medium-sized dogs. This is the WOPET Automatic Pet Feeder Food Dispenser. Really awesome product by WOPET. Very nicely designed and has really awesome features. So let's talk about a few of those real quick, and then I'm going to jump over and show you how to set this up, as well as some demo video of it dispensing and feeding my dog. So this is by a company called WOPET. They make a lot of different dog and cat pet automatic feed dispensers. This is just one of them, and this is an excellent product. It has some cool features such as a microphone and a speaker. So if you want to record a message to play each time before it dispenses food, you can. So you can record a message for your pet. Now my dog does not like electronic voices, so that doesn't go over well with my dog. The great thing is you don't have to use that. The option is there, but if you don't record a message, then it just doesn't play anything. It just dispenses the food. If you record a message, then it plays the message each time before it dispenses the food. So whatever works for your pet. You have a large bin here. Now this bin will hold 17 cups of dry food, and the plastic liner of the bin can be pulled out if necessary. You would fill it leaving it in here, but if you need to pull it out at some point for some reason, you can. It is removable. You have this nice roomy bowl here at the bottom, and what's cool is they included this stainless steel liner. Because you know, when dogs and cats, I know dogs especially, when they eat, they slobber a lot, it gets dirty. You want to be able to pull this out easily and wash it out, and you can. The plastic bin also is detachable using little latches on the side. You can push those in and remove it as well if you need to clean it. So they make it so it's easy to maintain. The dispenser is great. Your dog or your cat cannot get up in here and get food when they're not supposed to. They will only be able to eat the food that is dispensed. There's no way for them to get up inside of there, which is great. Really works really well for that. It just has a great cover on the top, and this only opens up by pressing this button. And so in doing that, it makes it so that, you know, dogs can be really smart and creative when it comes to food. If this wasn't latched shut, a lot of dogs would figure out how to open this and try to get food out of there. But it's latched shut, so they cannot open that without, well, they can't open it at all. You can't open it without pressing this button. And so that can make sure your dog or your cat can't get in there when they're not supposed to. This is very sturdy. It's got a very wide base and sturdy, so it's not easy at all to knock over. I can't imagine any dog knocking it over. It's got rubberized feet on the bottom so that it stays where it needs to be without sliding around. But yeah, you put this up against the wall, and it's going to be sturdy. It's not going to go anywhere. It is powered by an AC adapter that comes with it, but it also has battery backup. So you put 3 D-size batteries in there, and once you do that, it has backup. So if for some reason electricity were to go out, it would still retain the times, and it would still be able to dispense food. It can run for approximately 24 hours just off those D batteries if necessary. But really, they're battery backup, just like you have alarm clocks with battery backup. It's a battery backup just so that it retains the memory and the time and can dispense food if for some reason all electricity went out while you were gone during the day. Your dog or cat would still get fed, which is great. So let's jump over to a video. I want to show you how you set up the clock and set up the times to feed. It's fairly simple and intuitive, especially once you've seen me do it. You're like, oh yeah, it's easy to do. So let's jump over to that video. So I'm going to take you through the setting process. I've got power plugged in. I've also got those backup batteries in there. I'm going to turn on, and you see the digital display here. 000 because there's nothing. So I'm going to hold down the set button for 3 seconds. It's going to take me into the setting mode to set the clock. And you see it flashing there. Easy, up and down, change numbers. And then left and right to go to the next number. So 1. And it's 12, so I'm going to 12. Keep in mind this is military time, so it goes from 0 hours to 2400 would be midnight. 12 would be 12 p.m. in the afternoon, and it's right now it's 12:25, and hit set. Now, because I haven't set any meals, the meals start to flash. See, make sure you can see that. It's a little bit hard on my camera to see that because of the brightness. Hopefully you can see it there. And you pretty much do the same thing. This is capable of 4 meal times. So, it goes out of settings if you don't do anything. So I'm going to hold down. I'm just going to go, I'm going to hit the set button because the time's already set. And you see meal 1. So for meal 1, I actually am going to have 6 feedings. And I want that to be at 8 a.m. is good. So I'm going to leave this to 8 a.m. and then hit set. And then it goes to meal 2. Now meal 2, I'm going to do 5 feedings. And that's because my dog actually only eats twice a day. But each thing, the most you can do is 8 feedings, and she needs 11. So what I do is I'm doing 6 and 5. And you'll see I'm going to set the first one, as you know, the 6 was at 8. And then I'm going to set 5 for 8:01. That way at 8, it'll dispense 6 feedings, and then at 8:01, it'll dispense 5 more. So that'll be her full feedings for her first feeding. So depending on if you feed your dog twice a day or 4 times a day, you can set it up this way. Now this is 18:30, which is actually 6:30 in the evening, and that's actually a good time. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to do 6 feedings, and then I'm going to hit set. And for this one, again, I want to go back to that same time, but 1 minute more. So, and this is going to be 5 feedings. So 5. And then just hit the arrow to go over to the next one. And this is going to be, again, at 6, which is equivalent to 18. So 18, because we're military time. So 18, and then 31. So at 18:30, which is 6:30 p.m., you get 6, and then 1 minute later, 5 more. And then I hit set. And the light goes off because now they're all set. You can see your, I don't know how well it shows up on my camera, but it gives you the number of the feedings, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then how many feedings your pet's going to get at each time. So for mine it's 6, 5, 6, 5. And that's really all you got to do to set the clock and set those feedings up, and it'll automatically start dispensing at those times. So to set your message to play each time it's time to eat, if you want to record a message, then you just hold down the record button. Make sure you're not in setting status, so that's just normal status. You hold the record button down, the mic's right there. You speak directly into the mic and record your message. Ulani, it's time to eat now.
Ulani, it's time to eat now.
And you see it plays it back to you, so you know exactly what it's going to sound like when it's time. So you can see, pretty simple. You just step right through it. The process of setting up the clock, setting the time, setting the times, the different feeding times, and you can see how I did it. Now, I only feed my dog twice a day, but the amount of food that this dispenses with each dispensing, and a maximum of 8 on any one feeding time wouldn't be enough for him, so I have it dispense 6 followed by 5 the next minute, and 5 plus 6, 11. That's about a heaping cup, which is about what we feed him or her each time we feed her. So that works for her. Again, this is meant for small to medium-sized dogs. If you have a large dog, then the maximum feedings probably wouldn't work, but WOPET does have other automatic feeders that are more adapt for larger dogs as well, and I'll have links to those in the description below as well, in case this one doesn't work for you. You're looking for something for a large dog, but you like the way their dispensers work, and you can see that they make great products. I'll have that in the description below as well. But getting back to this feeder, let me show you some more video of my dog. Show you with this in action what it looks like when it starts dispensing food. I will have an example of it announcing the feeding, because I did that just to test that out. I then erased that because that kind of stuff freaks my dog out. But let's jump over to just a couple of quick short videos so you can just see this in action and see how great it works with my dog.
Lonnie, it's milk time.
So you can see it works great. Dispenses the food. My dog's able to get in there and eat, and she's happy. One thing I failed to mention is that this does have an on-off button. So maybe, you might use this to feed your dog continuously, and you just continually fill the bin and just have this automatically feed your dog, every day. For others of you, it may be something where most of the time you want to feed your dog, but you want to use this to automatically feed your dog, on a day where you're going to be gone a little bit longer and your dog's going to be starving before you get home, so you have this feed your dog. In that case, it does have an on-off button, so you can turn it off, and then when you're ready to use it again, you turn it on and it'll operate. Also, it does have a feed button if you just want to feed your dog yourself. And like for me, figuring out how many feedings would equal what we normally feed my dog, that's how I did it. I just pressed the feed button, let it dispense, and saw how much it was, poured it into the measuring cup I normally use. Okay, need a little bit more. Press the button again, and I numbered out how many it was. It's like, okay, approximately 10 or 11. So then I set up the feeder, let it dispense, and I tested it a couple of times because I wanted to make sure, obviously, she's getting the right amount of food. Once I got that down, then we were good to go. And so now I know if I use this, it's automatically dispensing and giving her the right amount of food each time. Sometimes probably better than us, because I know as owners we tend to sometimes overfeed our dogs or not feed them the right amount consistently. And with this, once you get it measured out, if you use this, it'll just consistently feed the right amount of food. But anyway, really great product by WOPET. I love the design. I love the way it looks. You can see it looks good sitting on the floor in our dining room areas where we have it, our big kind of open space living area. And it looks good sitting in there. It isn't an eyesore. The stainless steel bowl works great, easy to clean. The dispensing of the food works well. Once you get it all set up, it's just one of those things, set it and forget it, basically. Well, not completely. You got to make sure you put food in there so that your cat or your dog can get fed, but otherwise it just takes care of the feeding, and it works great. Really excellent product by WOPET, and definitely something I would highly recommend if you're looking for an automatic food dispenser for your cat or small and medium dog. For this one, if you have a larger dog, then maybe check out one of their other products, because they do have other dispensers that are maybe more appropriate for large dogs. Anyway, that's going to be it for this review. If you like this review, please click that like button. If you know anyone who might be interested in this product, someone who has a dog or cat, please share this video with them. All those ways are down there. If you have any questions, if there's anything I failed to cover, please feel free to post that in the comments below. I will do my best to get back to you as quickly as I can. Go ahead and favorite this playlist to keep up with future dog product reviews, or go ahead and subscribe to my channel and keep up with all my videos. Anyway, that's going to be it until next time, so have a great day.